Sports Team Assemble. What an exciting day here at CBS Colorado as we finally have a whole sports team, and who better than the one and only Rod Mackey coming along. Rod, it is such a thrill to have you here, and the great part is a lot of people in Colorado already know who you are, but for those who don't, you're from here, you grew up here, you raised your family here. What do you love about Colorado?
No, it's the best. I mean, I'm so excited. Romi and Rod, this is as good as it gets. This is fantastic, and it's fun because I'm actually coming back to the place where it started, so to speak, interned 32 years ago over at Channel 4, and now I'm back there with. I mean, Colorado's the best. I was working in San Diego before I came back to Colorado. That shows you what a special place this is. I mean, from the skiing to everything to do in the mountains. I have 3 sons who we've raised here. My wife and I have raised here. Colorado is absolutely the best. It's home. I grew up here, went to school here. It's so nice to be able to stay. I'm so excited.
What do you guys like to do when you're not working? What does the fam do?
Wintertime skiing.
Yeah.
Love to get up and ski. Sometimes the knees don't cooperate quite as much, but I love to do that. My favorite thing used to be going to watch my kids play all their games and all the high school sports, but now they're either in college or out of college, so I had to come up with some new stuff to do. But, I mean, there's just so much to do in Colorado.
And how about talk about following in your footsteps? You got a son who's doing the same thing.
Refuse like kids do. Don't take parents' advice, and he decided to go into this business. So he actually started in the same station I was in Rapid City, South Dakota.
Wow.
Then he went to the other side and decided to do news instead of sports.
Okay.
Smarter than you and I to do that. And but we have better things to talk about. So he's down in Florida now, so he's doing that. He's having a great time. So it's kind of cool to see him on TV and me on TV. And now he's like, hey, maybe one day I'll join you at Channel 4.
No kidding.
So keep those Mackeys going through.
What a blast.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. I absolutely love it. Of course, one thing we love so much is we're saying this is such a seamless transition. You have covered Colorado sports forever. I mean, I bet it's hard to pick down a couple moments, but what have been your favorite moments that you've been a part of?
Well, right away you think of the parade, the Nuggets parade, the championship, because we waited so long for that to happen. That was great. And it's kind of funny because it bookends, because when I first started back here in 2000, that's when the Avs won their second Stanley Cup. And with that, I mean, that all-star team, the Bork, Blake, Waugh, Sakic, Forsberg, it was, I mean, that was tremendous. That was up there. Super Bowl 50 is probably still number one.
Yeah.
That was really special seeing the Broncos, and that was another one of those with Peyton and all the great teams they had. And, of course, now you just long for it because it's been so long. And number one not covered sporting event, I'm a Buff, so it was the 1990 National Championship. So that didn't get to cover it, but that was my favorite Colorado sports moment.
I love it, absolutely. Yeah. And, of course, now we're so excited. Coach Prime going to be on CBS Weekly. What are your expectations for this Buff season, Rod?
There's a buzz in Boulder again. It's some of these games I went to last year, and I'm black and gold through and through, and it was so hard to sit and watch. And it is just so different this year. I mean, we had a Prime Christmas. We had all the Prime shirts, all the Prime swag under the Christmas tree, and I'm excited. I mean, the crazy thing is I don't know. I mean, we just 70, 80 new players. What is it, like 9 scholarship guys back? We don't know what it's going to be, but there's so much excitement. It's a tough schedule.
Yeah.
I think that Nebraska game, the first home game on September 9th, I really think that's the key. I think that's where we're going to get an idea of what kind of team this is, because there's going to be more buzz around that since I was back there in 1990 when they were winning the national championship. So it's great. I cannot wait. TCU is going to be tough. Beat those Huskers.
Oh, yeah. I feel like we're finally getting that rivalry back. And look, you're going to get so much more of this kind of coverage on CBS Colorado. How lucky are we? But, Rod, I got to ask, because you've interviewed some characters over the year. Who's like your favorite guy that you've been able to interview, had a good connection with over the years?
Picking one's tough. Emmanuel Sanders was great. We did a show with Emmanuel Sanders. He was a ball. Demaryius Thomas was one of my all-time favorites. And the crazy thing is everyone thinks you had that special relationship with him because I just felt so tight with him. But then you watch the relationship. That was just him. That was just him. He was the best. And then all the hockey guys are a blast. But Ian LaPerriere, Lappy was an absolute ball. He was fun today. A lot of good ones. But those are probably the top 3 for me.
I thought you were going to say Aqib Talib. I mean, he gave you some moments.
Okay. Aqib was the most – we got the best stuff out of Aqib because you never knew what was going to happen with Aqib. Oh, my goodness, was he something else.
What a time. I'll never forget my favorite interview where you said, you're not worried about getting fined? He said, nope.
He was – you need the 7-second delay on Aqib sometimes.
Great.
The great thing is I remember, like, in the locker room with Chris Harris, we give the mic to Akib and say, you interview Chris.
Oh.
You just sat back and watch the magic go. He was something else.
What a time. That was fun. That was fun. We're going to hopefully bring a lot of that magic to you here on CBS Colorado. Rod, we're so happy. I think we might Chiron you, CBS intern. Can we do that? Can we do that going forward?
I like that. Can we use the old picture?
Ooh,
I'd rather use, although I think I had a mullet back then, so maybe we don't want to use the old picture.
Well, you know what? Wait, you had a mullet? We definitely got to bring that back.
I shouldn't have said that.
You and Mark Rycroft. Gotta make it happen.
It wasn't as good as Rycroft's.
Okay. Well, I'm so excited for this year. What are you most excited about coming back to CBS?
Working with you. It's true.
I'll pay you for that.
I am so. I really am. And I mean, and then the fact that the Prime show's now there, all the Bronco shows you guys do, and it's just it's like going back home. Fantastic.
I love it. We're so happy you're back home. I got to tell you, I couldn't be more excited. You are just one of the most respected guys in our market. You're so nice as well. You're just a great person.
Now I need to pay you.
And, we'll do it out under the table afterwards. But I can't think of a better person to be a team with. So I'm looking forward to this season. It's going to be fun.
Thrilled to be here.